Hello, everybody. I'm the Fantasy Typhoon. Welcome to the Fantasy Typhoon Studios. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you comment on these videos here. These videos are here for you. Make sure you comment on some things that I might could have added or might could have taken away, because this is a community we all here to grow together. Now, remember, I will not. Excuse me. I will not be advertising these videos or promoting these videos. These tips and tricks playlist here, I have over 220 tips and tricks for you guys that I'll be uploading. It looks like I'm uploading every Saturday. So I will be uploading tips and tricks throughout the fantasy football season. I have 220 of these. Now, usually at the end of the season, as I go back and look at the things I've written down and the history of my play and the moves that I made throughout that fantasy football season, I usually find anywhere from 1 to 12 extra tricks. So this could be 226 for 2021. So I'm adding along as we go. I don't know it all. I have 12 years experience. I'm just trying to go through the things that worked and that didn't work for me, so I can bring it to you so you won't have to make the same mistake I did, to get you along faster down the road with tips, tricks, and observations for you so you can dominate your fantasy leagues. Now, this one here is lesson 11. This one here is lesson 11. And this is a rare tip and trick. Is mainly for Dynasty ballers. This is a rough one here, because you basically can use this one pretty much on, I want to say, probably about 1 or 2 players a year that qualify for you to use this tactic on. Plant the seed is the tactic. Lesson 11, plant the seed. And here's what I'm saying. Every year there's a guy that comes into the National Football League from college, from Saturday to Sunday is what I call it, and they get acclimated to this organization that just won't play him. Now, you got to do your research. You got to check with me to make sure he's a baller. That's the first criteria. He has to be a baller for you to actually make a move for this guy, because it could end up like being hot potato. You can end up making a move for a guy that won't make it, and now he's stuck on your roster now. So what planting the seed is here's the objective, is to put out an offer that's close, that you know the owner won't take, but you're planting a seed for later on use. So when he does see, because you already know this guy's not playing or is not going to play up to his potential for his draft capital in year 1. We know this because we looked at the organization and we know, like, I'm just give you 2. I won't give you all. If you want more, you're going to have to hit me with the Patreon. I'm going to have to open a Patreon account so I can get deep and really give you the goods. This here's, I'm just kind of going over the surface. The free version, if you will. Now, let's say Bill Belichick, or for instance, let me give you a full illustration here. Let's take Justin Jefferson. Perfect example. Like I said, every now and then these players show up. There's about 2 a year you can use the plant the seed tactic on. Like I said, remember, this is more of a dynasty tactic, because he's not going to blossom this year for the simple fact that Mike Zimmer does not bring his wide receivers along fast. He'll play Tajay Sharp in front of him. He'll play that BBCC, whatever that guy's name. He'll play him in front of him. He'll do everything he can to make it hard as possible for Justin Jefferson to come along. But if you listen to Fantasy Typhoon, you already know Justin Jefferson is a baller. He just won't get the opportunity this year. It won't happen this year. We know this already. So what we're trying to do now is, while he's not getting the targets, he's getting overlooked, and the guy in your Dynasty League probably paid anywhere from a 1.6 to a 1.10 for him, and he can't use him. He doesn't want to trade him today, no. But what we're doing is planting the seed now, so when he does get fed up, he's going to come to you first because his subconscious, this is psychological. His subconscious will first come to you as the first buyer because you show interest enough that he remembers you. Okay, let's say Justin Jefferson again. I want to say this. All right. Like I said, you paid between the owner paid. Now, if you own Justin Jefferson, you just need to hold tight and wait because a guy like me might come with plant the seed tactic on you, and you end up giving away a baller. You don't want to ever do that. You want to buy ballers. You want to give the illusion and kind of do this here while you going around his back and taking the ball out of his back pocket. That's what you want to do. Now, let's say, how I want to say this. Let's say, okay, Justin Jefferson is the target. He's the qualifier to be able to use the plan, plant the seed plan. Now, like I said, he paid a 1.6 between a 1.10. So what you want to do is maybe come in with a 2.1 and a third, or a 2.1 and maybe Deontay Johnson, something. That's what I'm doing now. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Coming in with a 2.1 and Deontay Johnson, maybe Tyler Higbee attached. Remember, look at lesson number 42, the idiot slot. How to really pull this off. You need to combine lesson 11 and lesson 42 together to get. You want it close. You want it respectable to where they're not. It's not an instant reject, but at the same time they're not going to take it. You got to get that little sweet spot. Now, if they go ahead and take it, it's fine. You go ahead and take them. Now you understand what you have, because a lot of folks don't understand what they have. As long as you understand that you're just going to have to put them on the back burner, you can't play them this year. Mike Zimmer's not going to give them targets this year. It's not happening. So as long as you understand that, now you won't get the seed planted on you. So give away, send a strong enough offer that you know that won't get it done, but just enough to get a response. A response is well, hey, I'm not thinking about trading him right now. That's perfect. Your offer, I need a little bit more. Then you hit back, well, are you seriously thinking about trading now? You really want to open a little dialogue window. Be cordial and courteous, kind of get their thoughts, and then probably about a week, right before trade deadline, they're going to come to you with a sweet offer, because they want out now. They're going to come to you with a sweet offer because they sitting there looking at him on their bench. They can't use him. They don't understand that Zimmer won't play him, won't give him the targets this year. They don't get it. You do, because you're with me. You're with me. So you know this. Remember, information is king. Information wins all trades. Information is king. The person in every trade, whether it's dynasty, redraft, auction, keepers, the person with the greatest information is the one that wins the trade. That's lesson 16. So if you want to get to that one, that's lesson 16. Information wins trades. So get just enough to get a little dialogue. You don't want to go low ball. Don't low ball. That's not what we're doing here. Low ball, he's just gonna reject it and keep moving. You want to give him enough. Maybe a 2.1, maybe a 1.12. Just enough to get him thinking. Should I sell? Because he doesn't want to sell. He just spent a 1.6 through a 1.10 or whatever he just spent. Matter of fact, do one even better for yourself. Go back and look at what he spent. And then type something, well, hey, I know you spent such and such for him. I'm willing to give this and this. Might be willing to give a little bit more if you're open to selling. He's going to write back, nah, I'm not selling right now. I want to hold. Beautiful. You want him to hold him because you don't want to babysit right now. You don't want the babysit. No, I don't want him right now. I want you to hold him. You hold him. I'll come and get him when it's right. You know, that's what it's like plums on the plum tree. Some of those you don't want early. They're sour. No, I don't want them now. You want them right. Then, bloop, right before he falls off, I just want to come pick him off. Oh, sweet. So that's what lesson 11 is. That's what lesson 11 is. Plant that seed. It doesn't work on everything. You can usually use this one time a year. Like I said, I'm planting the seed now for Justin Jefferson. Prime target. So now, once he sees that, I've sent out. I'll show you what I sent out. Up here. I'll put up here what I sent out. And over here I'll put somewhere what I sent out. Now believe it or not, I sent it out 2 days ago, and it's still sitting there. I sent 2 trays out. He rejected one, so he's thinking about the second one. Now, if he does it, I'm good. But if he doesn't, I know to come back right before the trade deadline, and I'm coming to get Justin Jefferson. I'll show you how it worked. I'll show you later on when I get Justin Jefferson, because I will get him, and I'll show you how this works. Once again, the Fantasy Typhoon, make sure you smash like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you roll with me here. AKA The Mentalist, AKA your favorite analyst, the Fantasy Typhoon. We gone.